No turning back. Hi, friends. Welcome. Welcome to my birthday party at the Union County Performing Arts Center. Yay! We're going to get started. Anybody that stays home is not dead. If I die, it won't be because I hung out with my friends and was really irresponsible and licked each other's faces. It'll be from fighting to get up and get out. Some people can get a thrill knitting sweaters and sitting still. That's okay for some people who don't know they're alive. Some people can thrive in bloom, living life in a living room. That's perfect for some people of 105. But I at least gotta try. When I think of all the sights that I gotta see at, all the places I gotta play, all the things that I gotta be at, come on, Papa, what do you say? Some people can be content playing bingo and paying rent. That's peachy for some people, for some humdrum people to be. But some people ain't me. I had a dream, a wonderful dream, Papa. All about June and the Orpheum Circuit. Give me a chance and I know I can work it. I had a dream, just as real as can be, Papa. There I was in Mr. Orpheum's office, and he was saying to me, "Rose, get yourself some new orchestrations, new routines, and red velvet curtains. Get a feathered hat for the baby, photographs in front of a theater. Get an agent, and in jig time you'll be being booked in the big time." Oh, what a dream, a wonderful dream, Papa. And all that I need is $88, Papa. That's what he said, Papa. Only $88. Oh, well, I'll get it someplace else, but I'll get it and get my kids out. Goodbye to blueberry pie. Good riddance to all the socials I had to go to, all the lodges I had to play, all the Shriners I said hello to. Hey, LA, I'm coming your way. Some people sit on their butts. Got the dream, yeah, but not the guts. That's living for some people, for some humdrum people, I suppose. Well, they can stay and rot. Dave Maglione, ladies and gentlemen. But not Rose. Oh my gosh. Brian Remo, ladies and gentlemen, works here, runs the place, is probably going to be the only person clapping. But I feel your applause from wherever you are out in the world. I would love to know where you are, if you want to let me know. Thank you so much for coming. There are so many people here, and I feel like this is like, I don't know, I never do anything for my birthday, so this is like the biggest birthday party I've ever had, except when I was 16. When I was 16, my mom gave me a surprise party. Also, a surprise was that she invited both of my boyfriends who didn't know about each other. So if y'all are here, long time no see, how are your wives? Welcome to this evening. I hope you guys are having a great day. We are here at the beautiful 92-year-old historic Union County Performing Arts Center right in Rahway, New Jersey in Union County. This is a gorgeous theater, as you can see. Dave and I have both done shows here, actually. I did Legally Blonde with Dave one time. We both have done, they have a second space, Hamilton Stage, right down the street, which we've both done several shows at. We did Dave's show, Wendy's Shadow, with Mystic Vision Players. So Dave and I have a lot of history together here, so it sort of made sense that this is what we would do. Because I knew obviously I wanted Dave to play piano and help me out. So the last show that I did, what was the last show you did before all this happened?
Shrek the Musical.
Shrek. I love Shrek.
It was great.
Where was Shrek?
North Carolina.
Oh, North Carolina with Mary Kate
Right.
and Sebastiani.
Yes.
Yeah, fun. Okay, good. Well, see, that's good. That's good because that's good people. The last show I did was here, but down the street at the Hamilton Stage, produced by the Union County Performing Arts Center, directed by Brian Remo. And we did Songs for a New World, which Dave and I also did together in 2012 in Fairlawn with New Vision Players. And Dave played the piano, and that's how we met. So the song that I'm going to sing next is from that show. And I've been very blessed to have done this show several times, 7 times. Seven. I think I'm done. With all of that. And it is actually a song that, in that particular production, I did not sing, but I hung out with Dave one night and we sang it with Chris Fraser. Do you remember that? Oh, hi, Chris. If Chris is watching, hi. So we're going to sing Little Stars and Moon. I met a man without a dollar to his name, who had no trace of any value but his smile. I met a man who had no ear nor claim to fame, who was content to let life pass him for a while. And I was sure that all I ever wanted was a life like the movie stars led. And he kissed me right here, and he said, I'll give you stars and the moon and a soul to guide you and a promise I'll never go. I'll give you hope to bring out all the life inside you and the strength that will help you grow. I'll give you truth and a future that's 20 times better than any Hollywood plot. And I thought, I'd rather have a yacht. I met a man who lived his life out on the road, who left a wife and kids in Portland on a whim. I met a man whose fire and passion always showed, who asked if I could spare a week to ride with him. And I was sure that all I ever wanted was a life that was scripted and planned. And he said, but you don't understand. I'll give you stars and the moon and the open highway and a river beneath your feet. I'll give you days full of dreams if you travel my way and a summer you can't repeat. I'll give you nights full of passion and days of adventure, no strings, just warm summer rain. And I thought, I'd rather have champagne. I met a man who had a fortune in the bank, who had retired at age 30, set for life. I met a man and didn't know which stars to thank. And then he asked one day if I would be his wife. And I looked up, and all that I could think of was the life I had dreamt I would live. And I said to him, what will you give? I'll give you cars and a townhouse in Turtle Bay and fur and a diamond ring. And we'll be married in Spain on my yacht today, and we'll honeymoon in Beijing. And you'll meet stars at the parties I throw at my villas in Nice and Paris in June. And I thought, okay. And I took a breath. And I got my yacht. And the years went by. And it never changed. And it never grew. And I never dreamed. And then I woke one day and I looked around and I thought, oh my God, I'll never have the moon. Brian. Thanks, Dave. So if you, am I able to see? Oh, there's the comments. I was like, where are the comments? Oh my goodness, there's a lot happening. Oh my gosh, I don't know if I can read all of those things. Oh my gosh. Yes. Oh my God. Hi, friends. Oh, this is so fun. Oh my gosh. What is theater? What is performing? What's happening? So we are also doing a fundraiser. We're using this as a fundraiser for the Actors Fund, which you can find a link for. I have my friend Shane helping me out in the comments. So he can probably link that for you guys. We can do the GoFundMe. We were at like almost $1,200 when I left earlier, and my goal is 15, and I have 200 in Venmo from Venmo donations. So we're almost there. I don't know if we're doing it. Hopefully Shane, I put him in charge of that. Thank you, Shane. So yeah, so we're doing that. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling real good here at the UC PAC.
Ditto.
Right? Like we have there's screens up. We've got, everything is sanitized. There's hand sanitizer all over the place. Yeah, there's so much happening. I love it. So don't forget also that all of arts organizations are struggling right now too. UC PAC was one of the first places that as soon as everything shut down, I made a donation to, because I just finished a show here. So if you also have extra funds to throw their way, they are also a not-for-profit. And all not-for-profits, of course, are really struggling right now, as all of the theaters. So anything that you can help them out with as well. They're doing an excellent job making us feel good and safe and distant. Yeah, so please make sure that you check out that GoFundMe as well. So something that Dave and I have done a lot together, and I was really lucky to do a lot when I lived in the city, the big bad city. So I did a lot of new musicals, which meant I made a whole lot of no money for a very long time as an actor in the city. But I love doing new musicals. I love doing shows that I have to hide the comments because they're distracting me, but keep them coming and I'll check them later. Because you get to be in the room with writers and people who are the future of theater. Without people who are writing constantly, we have nothing new to learn, and we have no new characters to uncover and listen to and hear other stories. So Dave and I wanted to make sure that we included a song by a musical theater composer who is writing music, who's writing new shows. So we fell in love with a song by a writer named Jariah Kwame. You can find more about him at jariahkwame.com. That is JORIAHKWAME.com. And we're going to do his tune called Heartstrings. And this is the second time we've sung it ever. So here we go. I'm going to use the music. Someone told me that love is blind. I strongly disagree. Not only is my vision clear, you're the only thing I see. You let me in, but only close enough to touch the door. So how can I just walk away when I know there's so much more? Give me a chance, I can prove my worth to you. Don't let it pass. If I could, I'd give my earth to you. Don't forget your past, just rewind the track and let me review. And maybe I could be all you want. You could be all I need. I'll be the all you've got. If you give your all to me, you are the one I want. You are the one I choose. There is only you in my hand. I won't forget our heartstring duet. Maybe I'm just stupid and can't see that there's nothing there. Maybe I'm ignoring all the signs up everywhere. Maybe I'm psychotic and imagining it all. Or maybe I'm just injured from your kiss, it made me fall. And maybe you'll leave because you don't feel the same. Maybe you'll succeed in playing a loveless game. Maybe you'll spit in my face and I will walk away feeling ashamed. But maybe I could be all you want. You could be all I need. I'll be the all you've got. If you give your all to me, tell me what I have to say. Tell me what I need to do. I want only you. Ready, set. Let's begin our heartstring duet. Ooh, I now surrender. You can have anything you want from me. You are the only contender. No one else competes. Take my last and my first and only. Just don't take my past and then leave me lonely. There's a chance I'll die if you just can't open your eyes and see that I could be all you want. Let me be all you need. I'll be the all you've got. I'll play your broken strings. Oh, it's so pretty. Thank you, Jorian. Thank you for letting me sing it. Love it, love it. Gorgeous. Check him out. Make sure you check him out on his website. All right. So the time has come. The people who left this live stream, they are going to regret their life choices for this next moment. It's going to get very serious for a moment. Okay. We're going to do a flashback. Whew. I invite you to join me. It's a Sunday, a cold Sunday in November of 1994. I'm 11. I have just, P.S. I still have a The cola in my mouth. Whatever. I'm 11. I'm about to perform in my first voice recital with Vintage Ivories under the direction of Karen Sundquist. I started taking voice lessons because, well, it wasn't good. It was terrible. I was a terrible singer. Everything you're about to see is a direct duplication, restaging of that night. My mother, Marie Galarenzo, dropped me off at the Presbyterian Church in Montclair on Valley Road and Bellevue Avenue. And she didn't know that she dropped off Julie Galarenzo and she was going to pick up a star. It was happening. Everything that you're about to see actually happened. I selected the costumes myself. I did the staging myself. And most of all, I selected all of the songs that I presented. Tonight, I present to you the Vintage Ivories 1994 voice recital. All of the songs that were sung by women were lowered at least a third, and all of the songs sung by men stayed as written. Here we go. I'm ready. Chicks and ducks and geese better scurry when I take you out in the Surrey. When I take you out in the Surrey with the fringe on top. Watch that fringe and see how it flutters when I ride them high-stuffing strutters. Nosy pokes will peek through their shutters and their eyes will pop. The wheels are yellow, the upholstery's brown, the dashboard's genuine leather. With isinglass curtains you can roll right down in case there's a change in the weather. Two bright side lights winking and blinking, ain't no finer rig on the thinking. You can keep your rig if you're thinking that it's here to swap for that shiny little Surrey with the fringe on the top. In my own little corner, in my own little chair, I can be whatever I want to be. On the wing of my fancy, I can fly anywhere, and the world will open its arms to me. I'm a young Norwegian princess or a milkmaid. I'm the greatest prima donna in Milan. I'm an heiress who has always had her silk made by her own flock of silkworms in Japan. I'm a girl men go mad for, love's a game I can play with a cool and confident kind of air. Just as long as I stay in my own little corner, all alone in my own little chair. When the moon hits your eye like a pig pizza pie, that's amore. All right. When the world seems to shine like you've had too much wine, that's amore. Bells will ring, ting-a-ling-a-ling, ting-a-ling-a-ling, and you'll sing Vita Bella. Hearts will play tippy-tippy-tay, tippy-tippy-tay, like a gay tarantella. Lucky fella, when the stars make you drool, just like pasta fazool, that's amore. When you dance down the street with the crowd at your feet, you're in love. When you walk through a dream, but you know you're not dreaming, signore. Scusa me, but you see, back in old Napoli, that's amore. maybe you can't see it. I'm as corny as Kansas in August. I'm as normal as blueberry pie. No more a smart little girl with no heart. I have found me a wonderful guy. I am in a conventional dither with a conventional star in my eye. And you will know there's a lump in my throat when I speak of that wonderful guy. I'm as trite and as gay as a daisy in May, a cliche coming true. I'm bromidic and bright as a moon, happy night pouring light on the dew. I'm as corny as Kansas in August, high as a flag on the 4th of July. If you'll excuse an expression I use, I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love with a wonderful guy. All right, now, ladies and gentlemen, the moment you've all been waiting for. Come with me on a journey to a land far away. I know that your powers of retention are as wet as a warthog's backside. But thick as you are, pay attention. My words are a matter of pride. It's clear from your vacant expressions. The lights are not all on upstairs, but we're talking kings and successions. Even you can't be caught unawares. So prepare for the chance of a lifetime. Be prepared for sensational news. A shiny new era is tiptoeing nearer. And where do we feature? Just listen to teacher. I know it sounds sordid, but you'll be rewarded when at last I am giving my dues. An injustice deliciously squared. Be prepared. Oh, we're doing the whole thing. We're doing the whole thing. It's great that we'll soon be connected with a king who'll be all-time adored. Of course, quid pro quo, you're expected to take certain duties on board. The future is littered with prizes, and though I'm the main as you see, the point that I must emphasize is you won't get a sniff without me. So prepare for the coup of the century. Be prepared for the murkiest scam. Meticulous planning, tenacity spanning, decades of denial is simply why I'll be king, undisputed, respected, saluted, and seen for the wonder I am. Yes, my teeth and ambitions are bared. Be prepared. Yes, my teeth and ambitions are bared. Be prepared. Ah ha 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 ha. Ah ha 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 ha. Star was born on that night. Thank you. I'm just throwing things. I still have my Ricola. Why did I know Be Prepared more than I knew all the other ones? Some things just stick with you forever, right? I'm gonna blow my nose real quick. Let's see what's happening out in the world. New comments. Oh my gosh, there's so many. Guys, the Scar choreo, okay. So let me tell you something real quick, just a quick story time. We have 2 more songs, then we're taking a break. So, quick story time is that I insisted on audience participation. So there was like an aisle in the church. So I went down with my robe and then I turned back around and I wanted to yell at somebody. I wanted to pick somebody in the audience and go, "You won't get a sniff without me." Right, obviously. And my voice teacher, Karen Sundquist, if you're watching this, hi, but I'm calling you out real quick. She wouldn't let me use a real person. So she planted someone in the audience who was another singer. So on the video, I have to go up to this girl that I know, and I'm like, disconnected from my motive here, you know? And I'm like, "You won't get a sniff without me." And I turned around, and then she got up and walked out.
She was sitting next to me.
I'm also Facebook friends with her, but it's not her fault. Hi, Jen. Not her fault, but still. Anyway, so I was a terrible, terrible singer, and everything was down the octave, up the octave. I'm getting my water real quick. And I just like wasn't very good, but I was loud. I was always loud.
Wait, loud doesn't equal good?
Loud does not equal good, apparently. And I was loud. I was loud because for my whole life, all I would do is sing Stars from Les Mis. I wanted to be Terrence Mann, so I was like, stars in your multitudes. It's the only thing I could sing. I tried to sing Rent too, but I was terrible at that. It couldn't have been worse. Oh, Amy would like a shout out. Oh my gosh, we did it. $1,500 in the GoFundMe. Yes! That's the highest note you'll hear me sing. Yes! So I had to, actually, wait a minute. So I had to take voice lessons immediately because I wanted to do it, but I'm not singing Stars. Sorry. Marie says I'm hard on myself, but I was bad and she just won't admit it, but it's okay. She fixed it. And since I have a phlegm, I'm a phlegm monster today. But since she fixed it, and I know she's watching, hello, Marie, she helped me get good at singing, kind of sometimes. It took a long time, but since I'm being nice today, this is for her. There's a saying old, says that love is blind. Still we're often told, seek and ye shall find. So I'm going to seek a certain lad I've had in mind. Looking everywhere, haven't found him yet. He's the big affair I cannot forget. Only man I'll ever think of with regret. I'd like to add his initial to my monogram. Tell me, where is the shepherd for this lost lamb? There's a somebody I'm longing to see. I hope that he turns out to be someone who'll watch over me. I'm a little lamb who's lost in a wood. I know I could always be good to one who watch over me. Although he may not be the man some girls think of as handsome, to my heart he carries the key. Won't you tell him, please, to put on some speed, follow my lead? Oh, how I need someone to watch over me. to my heart he carries the key. Won't you tell him please to put on some speed, follow my lead, oh how I need someone to watch over me. That was for Marie. I was a phlegm monster there for a second. All right, so this is the last song before our break. I'm just gonna do some set. Sometimes when you're in quarantine, you just have to be the set, the set designer. Actually, I'm not the set designer. Brian put up all those fun things for me. You have to just do all the things, right? We're learning that in quarantine. But so we're gonna take a little break after this. But what I was saying before about like not being good at singing, I distinctly remember this one time I was singing in my room, Miss Saigon, right? And I was singing Room 317, as one does when they're 12. 317. I was obsessed with whoever was Ellen on the recording. And I would sing Now That I've Seen Her. I tried real hard. I always try real hard to sing Now That I've Seen Her. But I was singing it, and right before I was singing Room 317, and I sang, what did I do? I didn't come here to meet a girl who loves my husband at 12. And my mom knocks on the door and says, what are you singing in there? I was like, I was trying to be a good singer. But so this is a song that still continues to be an aspirational song for me. I say that to my students all the time. Songs are things you can sing now, things that you can sing in a few years, things that take a lot of work. And this was a song that when I heard it, I think it was a moment where I understood how storytelling really worked in a song. I never really understood that before. And as I said, it continues to be aspirational for me. And so in order to do that, I think I just need a friend to help me out. So I'm gonna ask a friend to help me out, if that's okay with everybody. Then we'll take a little break. It's Metal Art from Baker's Wife.
When I was a girl, I had a favorite story of the meadowlark who lived where the rivers wind. Her voice could match the angels in its glory, but she was blind. The lark was blind. An old king came and took her to his palace, where the walls were burnished bronze and golden braid. And he fed her fruit and nuts in an ivory chalice. And he prayed, sing for me, my meadowlark, sing for me of the silver morning, set me free, my meadowlark, and I'll buy you a priceless jewel and cloth of brocade and crewel, and I'll love you for life if you will sing for me.
And one day as the lark sang by the water, the god of the sun heard her in his flight, and her singing moved him so he came and brought her the gift of sight. He gave her sight, and she opened her eyes to the shimmer and in the splendor of this beautiful young god, so proud and choice, both rough and tender. Come along.
With me, my meadowlark, fly with me of the silver morning, past the sea where the dolphins bark. We will dance on the coral beaches, make a feast of the plums and peaches, just as far as your vision reaches. Fly with me.
But the meadowlark said no, there was no place else to go. She wouldn't bear to wound his pride.
And the sun god flew away, and when the king came down that day, he found his meadowlark had died. Every time I heard that part, I cried. And now I stand here starry-eyed and stormy. Oh, just when I thought my heart was finally numb, a beautiful young man appears before me, singing, come, oh, won't you come?
And what can I do if finally, for the first time, the man I'm burning for returns the glow? If love has come at last, it's picked the worst time. Still I know I've got to go, fly away, meadowlark, fly away.
If my star returns the dark,
So it's off where the days won't by me.
I know I'll leave wounds behind me.
I want that tomorrow find me back this way.
Before my past once again can blind me. Fly away.
And we will wait to say goodbye.
My beautiful young man. And
Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Jared.
Thank you, Dave. I said, make Meadowlark a trio, and he said, okay. All right, we'll be back in 5 minutes. Bye, friends. Come back, come back, come back.
Hi, friends. We're back. We're going to close this thing out. A couple more tunes. I invited my phlegm. I'm just like swallowing phlegm the whole time. What else is new? I know that we had a little intermission, and I know what you were thinking that whole time. Black, unironed capes from Amazon are sexy. Now you can laugh because people know you're here.
I've been laughing the whole time.
All right. I don't know. How should we start this? The only way to get what you want is to become a human yourself.
Could you do that?
My dear, sweet child. It's what I live for. To help unfortunate merfolk like yourself. Poor souls with no one else to turn to. I admit that in the past I've been a nasty. They weren't kidding when they called me, well, a witch. But you'll find that nowadays I've mended all my ways, repented, seen the light, and made a shift, right? True? Yes, sure. I think those are the words. Is anyone tallying how many times I ask Dave for the words? Because this will be the act where it happens. And I fortunately know a little magic. It's a talent that I always have possessed. And here lately, please don't laugh. I use it on behalf of the miserable, the lonely, and depressed. Pathetic, poor, unfortunate souls in pain, in need. This one longing to be thinner, that one wants to get the girl. And do I help them? Yes, indeed. Those poor, unfortunate souls, so sad, so true. They come flocking to my cauldron, crying, "Smells, Ursula, please." And do I help them? Yes, I do. Now it's happened once or twice. Someone couldn't pay the price, and I'm afraid I had to rake them across the coals. Yes, I've had the odd complaint, but on the whole, I've been a saint to those poor, unfortunate souls. Oh, dearie, well, that reminds me, we haven't discussed the subject of payment.
But I don't have any.
I'm not asking for much, only your voice. But without my voice, how can I?
Oh, no, without my voice, how can I?
You'll have your looks, your pretty face. And don't underestimate the power of body language. The men up there don't like a lot of blabber. They think a girl who gossips is a bore. Yes, on land it's much preferred for ladies not to say a word. And after all, dear, what is idle prattle for? Come on, they're not all that impressed with conversation. True gentlemen avoid it when they can. Yet they dote and swoon and fawn on a lady who's withdrawn. It's she who holds her tongue who gets the man. Come on, you poor unfortunate soul. Go ahead, make your choice. I'm a very busy woman and I haven't got all day. It won't cost much, just your voice, you poor unfortunate soul. It's sad, but true. If you want to cross the bridge, my sweet, you've got to pay the toll. Take a gulp and take a breath. Go ahead and sign the scroll. Flotsam, jetsam now. I've got a voice. The boss is on a roll. You poor, unfortunate soul. You know, how else do you open an act? I don't know. Thank you. I'll use them later. So we're gonna close this bitch out. Ooh, sorry. First. I mean, I made it all night.
If that's the worst.
I made it all night.
You say that on TV now.
Yeah, so we're gonna get real dark in a minute, okay? We're going there, we're doing the thing, we're gonna get dark. But I wanted to add in a tune that wasn't necessarily for musical theater. And this song I heard my third day of college. I went with two of my roommates to a bar. I was 18. I went to a bar with two of my roommates, and it was like the only bar that I guess would let us in, like if we were eating or whatever. And it happened to also be karaoke that night. And it's on 10th Avenue and I think 44th or 45th Street. Anyway, it was like not close near the dorms at all. And I heard this song and I had never heard it before. It was the first time I ever heard it. And it was about New York. And I lived in New York for 10 years. Well, one day short of 10 years. It's one of my biggest life regrets. And I heard it and I was like, this is what New York is about. And I think right now our New Yorkers have gone through it, right? And this is to them, the New Yorkers that are there, the New Yorkers who went away and came back, the New Yorkers who left and are wondering if they're gonna come back. And for those of us who are always New Yorkers at heart. Now I know Spanish Harlem are not just pretty words to say. I thought I knew, but now I know that rose trees never grow in New York City until you've seen this trash can dream come true. You stand at the edge while people run you through. And I thank the Lord, there's people out there like you. I thank the Lord, there's people out there like you. While Mona Lisas and Mad Hatters, sons of bankers, sons of lawyers, turn around and say good morning to the night. For unless they see the sky, but they can't, and that is why they know not if it's dark outside or light. This Broadway's it's got a lot of songs to sing, and if I knew the tunes, I might join in. I go my way alone, I grow my own seed shall be sung in New York City. Subways, no way for a good man to go down. Rich man can ride, and the hobo he can drown. And I thank the Lord for the people I have found. I thank the Lord for the people I have found. While Mona Lisas and Mad Hatters, sons of bankers, sons of lawyers, turn around and say good morning to the night. For unless they see the sky, but they can't, and that is why they know not if it's dark outside or light. They know not if it's dark outside or light. I love that song. You know, it's pretty. Elton John. I do know more than Les Mis and Miss Saigon.
I don't know if we're saying hobo anymore.
I don't think we are. I think that's cut.
I think hobo's
I think that's gone. Yeah, I think we just decided.
We just
I think we should tweet Elton and have him come up with another word. Or a new concept, new song.
Yeah, new one, a new man.
I'm going to tweet at Elton. Well, speaking of Elton, songwriter, my friend Dave, songwriter. How's quarantine been going for you?
Lousy.
You said lousy. Who says lousy? You say lousy?
Lousy.
Lousy? Well, I can help. As we stumble along on life's funny journey, as we stumble along into the blue, we look here and we look there, seeking answers anywhere, never sure of where to turn or what to do. Still we bumble our way through life's crazy labyrinth, barely knowing left from right, nor right from wrong. And the best that we can do is hope a bluebird will sing his song as we stumble along.
That was very nice, Julie.
Thanks. Yeah.
But I don't see how it applies.
Okay. Let me try again. It's a dismal little world in which we live. It can bore you till you've got nothing left to give. 7 overrated wonders, 7 underwhelming seas, 6 excruciating continents. Florida? Oh, please. Still, you mustn't let it lick you. This planet, oh, so bland. Keep your eyeball on the highball in your hand. As we stumble along, cross life's crowded dance floors, as we push and we shove, we live and we learn. And when we finally leave the bar, and we see that morning star, we pull our bootstraps up and homeward turn. Then we stumble away through dawn's blinding sunbeam, barely knowing right from right, nor left from wrong. But as long as we can hear that little bluebird, there'll be a song as we stumble along. As we stumble, fumble, fumble. Palumbo! It works, it works, it works. As we stumble Now that everybody feels good. Do you feel better?
It worked.
It worked.
The key change helped.
I think the key change is it. I think it's the key change. I agree. Take a sip of this water. Who said, Julie, why don't you sing for an hour? Who said that? I did. I'm still wondering. We got 2 to go. 2 ones I like too. I should have put these earlier. Anyway, lesson learned. So my friends, we got a lot going on, right? Not trying to bring it down, but there's a lot happening in the world. We are still very much going through a global pandemic. Let's not forget that. Dave and I had a whole chat about that. We are still going through a pandemic. We haven't seen each other, right? Like, and this is the most amount of people I've seen, I don't know, since March. It's crazy. We're going through a civil rights movement. As artists, as white artists, we are realizing that Broadway is racist, right? These are things that we either chose to ignore or paid attention to and ignored, and we were complicit, even if we're not on Broadway, even if we're not Broadway performers. Dave and I have done so many shows together. We've done shows in New York, we've done shows here on this stage, community theater, we've done summer stock together, we've done regional theater together. So doing this with him and my friends, when art is being challenged, it's being challenged at the highest possible level. We're being told that we are not essential. We're being told to do something else. It's a lot to work through. But theater has always, over thousands of years, risen to the challenge and overcome. So this is for anyone out there, artists specifically, who have felt non-essential and are figuring it all out. We gotta figure it out.
I have nothing to say.
You have many things
Well, nothing that's not been
said by you, though,
I do
George,
not know where to go.
nor did
I
I.
want to make things that count. Things that
I did what I had to do.
what am I to
Move on. Stop worrying where you're going. Move on. If you can know where you're going, you've gone. Just keep moving on. I chose and my world was shaken. So what? The choice may have been mistaken. The choosing was not. You have to move on. Look at what you want, not at where you are, not at what you'll be. Look at all the things you've done for me. Opened up my eyes, taught me how to see, notice every tree, understand the light, concentrate on love.
I want to explore the light. I want to know how to get through to something new, something of my own.
Move on. Stop worrying if your vision is new. Let others make that decision. They usually do. You keep moving on. Look at what you've done, then at what you want, not at where you are, what you'll be. Look at all the things you gave to me. Let me give to you something in return.
Your smile,
I would be so pleased.
and the way you catch the light, and the care
just keep moving on. Anything you do, let it come from you, and it will be new. Give us more to see. Yes.
Thanks for letting me sing.
Davey's singing with me. I was like, here, you're going to sing this with me. And he was like, play and sing Sondheim at the same time. He's like, I'll get back to you. All right, this is it, the last one. Remember when I said this was going to be an hour? Nothing I ever do.
Same.
Ever. I don't even think I talk that much.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a lot. Well, you're probably going to get head voice on this because she is tired. She's done.
You have a good voice after being in quarantine.
I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. You know, we've been in the big queue. I've been teaching voice lessons. I've been teaching voice lessons on Zoom.
So passing.
I've been like, oh. All right, well, I want to thank Dave and Brian and the lovely staff at Union County Performing Arts Center, Chris and Jared, my two friends who so love, oh my gosh, my video is blocked this whole time. Oh well. It's a great shot of Dave in the back of my iPad. I want to thank them for saying yes to doing this. When I called Brian Remo and said, oh my gosh, can I just come sing a couple songs on your stage and live stream it? He said, when? And I said, my birthday. So thank you for hanging with me. I'm going to try to make it through this last one emotionally and also vocally. You might get head voice. If I get real close, that means she's out. You guys helped me sort of feel like myself. So here we go. Dancing in the backyard, Kool-Aid mustache and butterfly wings, hearing Andrea McCardle sing from the hi-fi in the den. I've been waiting my whole life to find a way back to then. I aimed for the sky, a 9-year-old can see so far. I'll conquer the world and be a star. I'll do it all by the time I'm 10. I would know that confidence if I knew a way back to then. So I bailed on my hometown and became a college theater dork. I was eastbound and down, moving to New York. So I crammed my life in a U-Haul to find my part of it all. But the mundane sets in. We play by the rules and plow through the days. The years take us miles away from the time we wondered when we'd find a way back to then. And when you least expect, opportunity walks through the door. You suddenly connect with the thing that you forgot that you've been searching for. And there you are, right in the middle of what you love, with the craziest of company. You're having a kick-ass time and being who you wanted to be in this world. You're that little girl with her wings unfurled, flying again. Back in the backyard dancing, we found a way back to then. Thank you, Dave. Thank you, Union County Performing Arts Center, Brian Remo and the whole staff. Thank you, Chris Frazier and Jared Million. Thank you, Jiraiya Kwame, for your song. Thank you guys for hanging out and doing this with me on a Monday night. It has brought me so much joy. And I hope to see you all real soon. Have a good night. Thank you.